Welcome to your ultimate Malta travel guide, where I'll cover everything you need to know before visiting, from top attractions and hidden gems to local culture, best food, transportation, and travel tips. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more amazing travel content. And if you have any questions or need more information, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'm happy to help. Malta is known for its stunning Mediterranean landscapes, rich history, and vibrant culture. Located in southern Europe, it is an island nation situated between Italy and North Africa, making it a strategic location throughout history. The country is famous for its ancient temples, medieval cities, and the Knights of St. John's legacy. Visitors can explore UNESCO-listed sites like Valletta, the Blue Grotto, and the prehistoric ix-Xini temples. Malta offers travelers crystal-clear waters, historical landmarks, and a lively nightlife scene, making it a perfect mix of relaxation and adventure. Reaching Malta is easy as it is well connected by air and sea. The main entry point is Malta International Airport, which serves direct flights from major European cities. For those arriving by sea, many cruise lines include Malta as a stop in their Mediterranean itineraries. Additionally, ferries operate from nearby countries like Italy, with routes connecting Sicily to Valletta. Whether by plane, cruise, or ferry, travelers have multiple options to access this beautiful island nation. Getting around Malta is convenient with various transport options available. Renting a car is a great way to explore the island at your own pace, but travelers should note that driving is on the left side. The public transportation system is efficient, with affordable and well-connected bus routes covering most tourist attractions. Many areas, especially Valletta and Dina, are best explored on foot, while bicycles and scooters are also available for rent. For island hopping, ferries connect Malta to Gozo and Comino, offering a scenic way to travel between islands. To visit Gozo from Malta with a rental car, drive to Cirqua ferry terminal, board the ferry without prepaying, and only pay for both the car and passenger tickets when returning from Gozo. Before traveling to Malta, it's important to be aware of key practicalities. The official currency is the euro, and most places accept both cash and cards. English and Maltese are the official languages, making communication easy for English-speaking tourists. EU citizens do not need a visa for short stays, while other travelers should check visa requirements in advance. Maltese culture is deeply rooted in history and religion, so visitors should respect local customs, especially when visiting churches and historical sites. Valletta Old Town is a mesmerizing historic city with narrow streets, Baroque architecture, and breathtaking views of the Grand Harbour. Walking along Republic Street, the main thoroughfare, I enjoyed the lively atmosphere filled with boutique shops, cafes, and cultural landmarks. One of the highlights of my visit was St. John's Co-Cathedral, a masterpiece of art and history, showcasing stunning Caravaggio paintings and intricate gold-gilded interiors. I took a break at Upper Barakka Gardens, where I was captivated by panoramic views of the Grand Harbour and the famous saluting battery. Just a short walk away, Lower Barakka Gardens offered a quieter retreat with lush greenery and a beautiful monument dedicated to Sir Alexander Ball. Exploring Fort St. Elmo, I delved into Malta's military past and learned about its crucial role in the Great Siege of 1565. Across the Grand Harbour, the three cities, Birgu, Senglea, and Cospicua, exuded medieval charm, with fortifications, waterfront restaurants, and historical sites waiting to be discovered. A trip to Marsaxlokk fishing village was a vibrant experience, where I saw traditional Maltese luzu boats, enjoyed fresh seafood, and wandered through the Sunday fish market. Not far from Marsaxlokk, St. Peter's Pool provided a perfect natural swimming spot, where I took a refreshing dip in the crystal-clear waters. Another breathtaking coastal wonder was the Blue Grotto, where I took a boat tour through sea caves illuminated by glowing blue reflections. Stepping back in time, I explored the ix-Xini temples, one of the world's oldest megalithic structures, dating back over 5,000 years. A short walk led me to the Mnajdra temples, an equally impressive archaeological site perfectly aligned with the solstices. Crossing over to Gozo Island, I found a more tranquil and rural side of Malta, with stunning landscapes and rich history. The capital of Gozo, Victoria, was a bustling yet charming town where I explored the Cittadella, an ancient fortified city offering breathtaking views of the island. Inside the Cittadella, St. George's Basilica dazzled me with its grand interior, beautiful frescoes, and intricate marble work. Gozo is home to the legendary Ġgantija temples, which predate the Egyptian pyramids and are considered among the oldest freestanding structures in the world. For a beach day, I visited Ramla Bay, famous for its unique reddish-golden sand and shallow, clear waters. Close by, I hiked to Calypso and Tal-Mixta caves, believed to be the cave mentioned in Homer's Odyssey, offering a stunning vantage point over the bay. At Xlendi Bay, I watched the sunset from the cliffs and enjoyed a seafood dinner by the shore. Djewra Bay, once home to the iconic Ħaġar window, still mesmerized me with its dramatic coastal formations. I marveled at the geological wonders of inland sea, a small lagoon connected to the open sea through a natural tunnel, perfect for a boat ride. Nearby, Blue Hole was an incredible diving spot where I watched divers explore underwater rock formations. Another nearby attraction, Fungus Rock, is a striking limestone formation rising from the sea, historically valued for its medicinal plant. Visiting Pinu Basilica, a sacred pilgrimage site, I was amazed by its intricate mosaics and peaceful surroundings. Tar-Sent cliffs offer breathtaking panoramic views of the Mediterranean, towering dramatically over the sea and serving as a perfect spot for sunset watching and peaceful nature walks. At Mgarr ix-Xini, I found a secluded bay where I enjoyed snorkeling in its crystal-clear waters. A unique experience was walking along Wied il-Għasri, a narrow valley leading to a small beach cove with crystal-clear water. The salt pans of Gozo, carved into the rock, showcased an ancient tradition of sea salt harvesting that still continues today. At Marsalforn Bay, I relaxed at a seaside cafe, watching fishermen and boats come and go. Dalek Bay is a peaceful, hidden gem in Gozo, perfect for swimming, snorkeling, and enjoying a tranquil escape surrounded by rugged cliffs and crystal-clear waters. One of my most memorable excursions was to Comino Island, home to the Santa Maria Caves, where I snorkeled through stunning underwater formations. The most famous attraction, the Blue Lagoon, had the most dazzling turquoise water I had ever seen, making it a perfect place to swim and unwind. Back on the main island, I strolled along the Sliema promenade, where I enjoyed sea views, lively restaurants, and a beautiful sunset. Nearby, Spinola Bay and St. Julian's Bay were perfect for a scenic walk and a taste of Malta's vibrant nightlife. Valletta Bay provided a relaxing spot with historical architecture and seaside cafes. Ġgantija was another lively coastal town, featuring the Malta National Aquarium, where I learned about the island's marine life and underwater ecosystems. For a beach escape, Golden Bay Beach was an excellent choice, offering soft golden sand and spectacular sunsets. Just a short hike away, Ġgantija Bay was a quieter and more rugged beach, surrounded by cliffs and natural beauty. Exploring further, I reached Caraba Bay Beach, a hidden paradise with untouched scenery and clear waters. Another must-visit beach was Melilla Bay, Malta's largest sandy beach, ideal for swimming and water sports. A fun experience was visiting Popeye Village, the original film set of the 1980 Popeye movie, now a quirky attraction with colorful wooden houses. Stepping into Mnajdra Old City, also known as the Silent City, I was enchanted by its medieval streets, grand palaces, and breathtaking views. Inside Mnajdra, St. Paul's Cathedral stood as a magnificent landmark with its stunning dome and intricate artwork. Nearby, San Anton Gardens provided a peaceful retreat with beautiful flowers, fountains, and peacocks roaming freely. In Mosta Dome, Rotunda of Mosta, I admired the massive church dome, which miraculously survived a World War II bomb attack. Hiking along the Victoria Lines, an old British defensive wall stretching across Malta, I was rewarded with stunning views of the island's countryside. Lastly, I explored Basket Gardens, Malta's only natural woodland, offering a refreshing break from the island's rocky landscapes, before ending my journey with a breathtaking sunset at Dingley Cliffs, the highest point in Malta, overlooking the vast Mediterranean Sea. Malta truly offers a diverse mix of history, culture, nature, and adventure, making it an unforgettable destination. Exploring old towns was like stepping into a living museum, with centuries-old buildings, hidden courtyards, and charming squares inviting me to wander aimlessly. Visiting historical places, I marveled at grand fortresses, ancient ruins, and beautifully preserved cathedrals that told stories of the island's past. Discovering UNESCO World Heritage Sites, I stood in awe of architectural wonders that had witnessed thousands of years of history and cultural evolution. Wandering through narrow streets, I admired the intricate balconies, colorful shutters, and quaint alleyways that gave each town its unique character. Watching the cannon firing at the saluting battery was a thrilling experience, as I witnessed a centuries-old tradition honoring Malta's military past. Relaxing at botanical gardens, I found peace among exotic plants, shaded pathways, and vibrant flowerbeds, a perfect spot to escape the busy streets. Sunbathing on sandy beaches, I let the warm Mediterranean sun wash over me while gentle waves lapped against the shore. Swimming in turquoise lagoons was like floating in a dream, surrounded by crystal-clear waters and dramatic limestone cliffs. Diving at renowned sites, I explored underwater caves, sunken shipwrecks, and thriving marine ecosystems teeming with life. Snorkeling in clear waters, I encountered schools of colorful fish and stunning rock formations just beneath the surface. Embarking on boat tours, I sailed along dramatic coastlines, passing through sea caves, hidden coves, and rugged cliffs that offered breathtaking views. Experiencing traditional fishing villages, I watched local fishermen mend their nets while colorful boats bobbed in the harbor, creating postcard-perfect scenery. Attending local festivals, I found myself immersed in lively celebrations filled with fireworks, traditional music, and community spirit. Enjoying Maltese cuisine, I indulged in fresh seafood, delicious pastries, and slow-cooked dishes that showcased a fusion of Mediterranean flavors. Visiting local markets, I browsed through stalls filled with handcrafted souvenirs, aromatic spices, and artisanal food products that reflected the island's heritage. Exploring art galleries, I admired works by both contemporary and historical artists who captured the essence of island life through their creations. Learning about Maltese culture, I visited museums and historical sites that detailed the island's unique blend of European, North African, and Middle Eastern influences. Discovering the architectural texture, I marveled at Baroque churches, ancient stone buildings, and impressive fortifications that reflected Malta's rich past. Experiencing vibrant nightlife, I enjoyed everything from rooftop cocktail lounges and live jazz bars to energetic nightclubs where the music played until dawn. Hiking scenic trails, I trekked along rugged coastal paths, scenic countryside routes, and high cliffs that offered panoramic views of the sea. Enjoying photography around the island, I captured stunning sunsets, medieval cityscapes, and hidden alleyways that told their own stories. Relaxing at seaside promenades, I strolled along bustling waterfronts, stopping at cafes to enjoy a coffee while watching the boats drift by. Paragliding over landscapes, I felt an adrenaline rush as I soared high above the coastline, taking in breathtaking views of the island's natural beauty. Windsurfing in bays, I challenged the strong Mediterranean winds, gliding effortlessly over the waves. Kayaking along coastlines, I paddled through sea caves, around rocky inlets, and into peaceful lagoons untouched by crowds. Shopping for local productions, I found beautifully handcrafted glassware, intricate lacework, and stunning silver filigree jewelry as perfect souvenirs. Exploring film set villages, I stepped into a world of nostalgia where colorful wooden houses and charming details brought famous movie scenes to life. Taking a road trip around the island, I discovered hidden gems, remote beaches, and scenic viewpoints that offered a fresh perspective on Malta's beauty. Visiting religious heritage, I admired the grandeur of ancient basilicas, peaceful chapels, and sacred sites that have played a role in Malta's deep-rooted faith. Exploring natural caves, I ventured into mysterious underground chambers and sea-carved grottos, where light danced on the rock formations, creating a magical atmosphere. From historical wonders to natural beauty, cultural discoveries to adventure sports, my time in Malta was packed with unforgettable experiences that made this Mediterranean gem truly special. Experiencing Malta's local culture was a highlight of my trip, as I attended vibrant village festas, where fireworks, music, and processions filled the streets in honor of patron saints. I had the chance to witness traditional Maltese ceremonies, including cannon firing at the saluting battery. Visiting small villages, I was welcomed by friendly locals who shared stories about Maltese history and customs. One essential etiquette tip I learned is that Maltese people appreciate politeness, so a simple grazie, thank you, and a respectful attitude go a long way. Sharing a meal with locals, I enjoyed classic Maltese dishes like pastitsi, rabbit stew, and ftira, making me feel even more connected to the culture. Malta is a year-round destination, but each season offers a unique experience. Spring, March to May, was my favorite time to visit, with pleasant temperatures, blooming flowers, and fewer crowds at historical sites. Summer, June to September, is perfect for beach lovers, as the sun shines brightly, but it can be quite hot and crowded, especially in July and August. Autumn, October to November, offered warm seas and comfortable weather, making it great for outdoor adventures like hiking along Dingley Cliffs. Winter, December to February, was mild compared to other European destinations, and though it wasn't ideal for swimming, it was great for exploring historical sites and attending festive events like Malta's Christmas markets. Compared to major European destinations like Paris, London, or Rome, Malta is relatively affordable, but prices have increased in recent years. Accommodation in Malta can range from budget hostels at 20 to 40 euros per night to luxury hotels costing 200 euros plus per night, similar to southern European cities like Barcelona or Lisbon. Food prices vary, with a meal at an inexpensive restaurant costing 10 to 15 euros, while a three-course meal at a mid-range restaurant can be around 25 to 40 euros per person, making dining cheaper than in London but pricier than in Eastern Europe. Public transport is affordable, with a €2 bus ticket valid for 2 hours, while renting a car or taking taxis can be costly. Some activities, like diving and boat tours, can add up, but visiting historical sites and taking scenic hikes provided incredible experiences without high costs. Traveling Malta on a budget is definitely possible, as I found hostels and guest houses in Valletta, Sliema, and St. Julian's for 20 to 50 euros per night. Street food options like pastitsi, less than €1 each, and budget-friendly bakeries helped keep food costs low. Some of the best attractions, like Mnajdra Old City, Dingley Cliffs, Upper Barakka Gardens, and Marsaxlokk Fishing Village, were completely free to visit. Free activities included swimming at St. Peter's Pool, hiking in Gozo, and watching the daily cannon firing at Upper Barakka Gardens. The cheapest way to get around was the public bus system, with unlimited travel cards available for just €21 per week, making it an affordable way to explore the entire island. During my trip to Malta, I found that dressing comfortably depends on the season, with light clothing, sunglasses, and hats being essential for the hot summer months. In autumn and spring, a light jacket was enough for the cooler evenings, while winter required warmer layers, though temperatures never got too cold. When visiting religious sites like St. John's Co-Cathedral or Pinu Basilica, I made sure to wear modest clothing, covering my shoulders and knees as a sign of respect. Beachwear is fine at coastal areas, but walking around town in swimwear is considered inappropriate, so I always carried a cover-up when heading to beach bars or restaurants. Malta has no strict clothing rules, but wearing comfortable walking shoes was essential for exploring its cobbled streets and hilly terrain. The heart of Malta is Valletta, the capital city, filled with history, stunning architecture, and cultural sites like St. John's Co-Cathedral and Upper Barakka Gardens. For a lively atmosphere, Sliema and St. Julian's are major tourist hubs with bustling waterfront promenades, shopping, and nightlife. Mnajdra, the silent city, was one of my favorite spots, offering a step back in time with its medieval streets and panoramic views. The three cities, Birgu, Senglea, and Cospicua, showcased Malta's maritime heritage, while Marsaxlokk Fishing Village provided a charming local experience. For breathtaking beaches, Golden Bay, Melia Bay, and the Blue Lagoon in Comino were absolute must-visit places. Maltese cuisine was a highlight of my trip, with traditional dishes like rabbit stew, fennec, and stuffed pastries called pastitsi being must-tries. Seafood was incredibly fresh, with lampuki, dorado fish, octopus stew, and calamari being popular choices at coastal restaurants. I was surprised by the variety of vegan options, with many restaurants offering vegetable stuffed ftira, Maltese bread, vegan pastitsi, and fresh Mediterranean salads. Food lovers can indulge in fine dining at Michelin-starred restaurants like Ion Harbour, Under Grain, and Bahi Yar, which offer exquisite modern Maltese cuisine. For a quick street food fix, I grabbed a biz-edged Maltese bread with tomatoes, tuna, and capers, and imkret, date-filled pastries, from local markets. Shopping for souvenirs in Malta was a fantastic experience, with plenty of unique local products to take home. Dina glass was one of the most famous handicrafts, featuring beautifully blown glass pieces in vibrant colors. I also picked up Maltese lace, a delicate and traditional craft, as well as handmade silver filigree jewelry, which made for a perfect gift. Local honey, sea salt from Gozo, and Maltese nougat were delicious treats to bring back for friends and family. While most prices were fixed in stores, I found that bargaining was acceptable in open markets like Marsaxlokk, especially when buying multiple items. During my stay in Malta, I found that Valletta was the best area for history lovers, with boutique hotels offering stunning harbour views. For those seeking nightlife and a lively atmosphere, St. Julian's and Sliema had a variety of hotels, from budget stays to luxury resorts. I also discovered eco-friendly farm stays in Gozo, which provided a relaxing escape surrounded by nature. Luxury seekers would love the Fenicia Malta in Valletta or Kempinski Hotel in Gozo, which offered world-class service and breathtaking views. Whether staying in budget guest houses, beachfront resorts, or charming boutique hotels, Malta has accommodations for every type of traveler. Malta's nightlife scene had something for everyone, from lively party spots to quiet wine bars. Paceville in St. Julian's was the ultimate party district, where I danced until dawn at clubs like Havana and Sky Club. For a more authentic experience, I enjoyed the cozy atmosphere of Guga Hangout and Bar in Valletta, where locals and travelers shared stories over craft beers. Trabaksu Wine Bar was a perfect place to sip Maltese wines in a relaxed, candlelit setting. I also loved watching the sunset at Café Del Mar in Cora, which had a stunning infinity pool and a chill-out vibe. A short 3-day trip was perfect for seeing Malta's highlights, including Valletta, Dina, and the Blue Lagoon. With 5 to 7 days, I had enough time to explore Gozo, visit megalithic temples, and enjoy scenic coastal hikes. Staying for 2 weeks allowed me to experience Malta at a slower pace, including discovering hidden gems like Wied il-Għasri, the salt pans of Gozo, and Dingley Cliffs. Longer stays gave me the chance to take day trips, try adventure sports, and immerse myself in the local culture. No matter the duration, Malta's compact size made it easy to explore without feeling rushed. I found Malta to be a very safe destination, even as a solo traveler, with low crime rates and a welcoming atmosphere. Walking at night in tourist areas like Valletta and Sliema is fine for women traveling alone, but they should be careful on quieter streets. The most common tourist traps involved overpriced taxi rides and pushy restaurant staff in touristy areas, but these were easy to avoid with a little research. Petty theft like pickpocketing in crowded places was rare, but still something to be mindful of. In case of emergencies, the official emergency number is 112, which covers police, fire, and medical services. Without a doubt, Malta is absolutely worth visiting, offering a perfect blend of history, nature, and Mediterranean charm. I was amazed by its UNESCO-listed sites, crystal-clear waters, and vibrant culture, all packed into a small yet diverse island. Unlike other European destinations, Malta felt like a hidden gem, combining affordable travel with rich experiences. Whether I was exploring ancient temples, swimming in the Blue Lagoon, or enjoying fresh seafood by the harbour, every moment was unforgettable. For history lovers, adventure seekers, and beachgoers alike, Malta is a must-visit destination that exceeded all my expectations. That's a wrap on this Malta travel guide, covering everything you need to know before visiting, from top attractions and hidden gems to local culture, best food, transportation, and travel tips. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. And if you have any questions or need more information, feel free to ask me in the comments. I'd love to help.